Alright, how's it going everyone? My name is Travis O'Shea. It is time for your daily dose of your vitamins and your nutrients. I think you've probably heard that annoying noise in the background, so just ignore that and let us get right into today's video. Okay, so we're going to discuss Death Stranding 97 and we're going to go over this very quick because I already put it all the way in my head and saw almost everything, but let's continue. So first and foremost, we got two deluxe skins that are in a work in progress, and those concept designs are actually legitimately nice in my taste. And for the sake of fashion frame, it's actually really luxurious. The Mag Deluxe skin is a work in progress, but so far it's beautiful. I really want to say that word, is cyberpunk. But I can't say it because then you'd be pissed off on you can't actually say cyberpunk. We don't know what, but it looks seriously amazing at first glance, and it's beautiful. We give it props for that. Now we do have another deluxe skin by Cass, which is actually the Nekros Deluxe skin. So that means if you guys already have Nekros Prime, you already know the deal. But it is a work in progress, and to get concept art, it is a ghost theme type skin, and somehow it's seriously crazy and extremely cool. It's great. Actually, it's pretty great because it looks like a ghost, and all of a sudden it's legitly amazing, especially how it's glowing on its side. I wonder if it will change soon, but it's when we open another. But let's continue with what I just said. You already dealt with Nekros with the original skin and the Prime skin, because Nekros was actually a Grim Reaper, then the Prime looked like the Angel, especially if you had the armor set. And now this deluxe skin will probably bring me back to a third road, call that close. But let's move on to the next one. So we have two skins that are going to be delayed or obviously postponed. Ember is one thing that I really was disappointed to see. The skin before was seriously amazing, and I was hoping that it will be so dang good. But now that is postponed and has to be redone once again, if I'm saying this correctly. I'm sad to see it, but I can't believe that's going to be happening. I really cannot be sure about seeing another skin, but I hope the skin is actually better than this, because oh man, I cannot explain how almost good looking the original one first off look, but still, we have Intelligent skins for Ember to occupy ourselves, which isn't that bad. So that's one thing. The second thing is that Sever skin is gonna be still delayed before with Mag Deluxe. It's probably gonna be next year or so. Well, I mean next year in some time. We don't know, but before we even get that or even speak anything else, you do realize that Separate will be the next Warframe in Prime, so you really want to see rework. But the deluxe skin does route at the rework system, so yeah, the skin will be amazing to see. But for trying out Sephiroth, well, unless there's a rework, then I will try her out once again with the deluxe skin. Next thing, we already have something else in extra comments on here too. I know I just talked too much about the skins, but we had some sort of ribbon transportation question going on here, where if you can transfer your ribbons to get a ribbon out of it. I'm not sure what the question was pertaining to, but I think it was pertaining if you get a god roll or any roll as some sort of RNG system, or in other words, you can just transfer it to get yourself an art ribbon, route the rolls, and something like that. This one I don't actually like, but it is interesting. I wouldn't say it's a good thing, because then what would be the point of actually going to sorties? Because you have trade chat and sortie going back and forth with ribbons. You get it sometimes in sorties, but you can buy them in trade chat. So buying like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them will maybe or maybe not give you a chance to get a ribbon. But I don't know, I can't even put it in my own eyes to see it correctly, so who knows? But I really don't like that idea, because there will be a point of going to sorties to actually get a ribbon, although it may promote it some sort of way, but it's not the greatest idea ever. Also, another thing to include is loot. Loot in Plains Island. How will you be able to get your loot while exiting the ship? Well, Obviously, you don't want to extract to your ship, but it's gonna tell you on your screen or some sort of database in the game saying that you played a mission and you can claim your prize as well too. That's what they were talking about, but it's because they wanted to make sure that Plains Island was a exploration. You're able to explore everything around there and do missions in there. They will not let you, if you wanted to extract, they would have done it, but you don't want to. That's why I said they're not gonna let you. They're gonna have it where you're able to see the completion on your screen without any hassle to go back to your ship. It'll be on there and you stay in the mission. All that time wasted to go back to your ship, you can stay here if you wanted to. Now, other landscapes were in the work in progress, like for Venus, because since Plains Islands is actually the first, that doesn't mean that they're gonna probably do the next one. They do have some people doing it, but not the whole group, and it's a work in progress, so it may be on Venus, and it may come out sometime soon. I didn't say that's the right answer, but sooner or later you will see this correctly. Next thing, and this is gonna be my controversial topic ever, and this is gonna be the longest thing that I have to talk, so let's keep it quick. Plains Island will also include a mining system, also known as a gem system, and this is something that I'm probably gonna put in example or game related to what it's supposed to describe in a little bit. This allows you to refine gems and mining gems. It also can be used to put the balances in weapon crafting as an aesthetic, also known when you're crafting your weapons, you have to pick what balances you want to use in there. That's one to describe, and I'll end up saying that you need format anyway to actually help yourself out, so keep that in mind. That's one thing to include, and this can also be put in the modular system, basically meaning that it'll be available to you, and you have to be mining them in certain areas. The question is, where would you find them and how would you get them? But let's continue on with my list right here. This will be also part of the rework of the Arcane system. This is what I mean by controversial. This will include changes, and well, this will be the change that they were looking for, and then this one will include some classes of the Arcanes that will be player created in the refinement system. AKA, if you already don't know the Arcane Manager, that will be something that you will see more like often. And this sub-table, well, these gems are attainable beyond the current, not gems, I mean arcanes. These arcanes will be attainable beyond the current ways. For example, trials, you basically earn them, but you can also create them while playing trials, or should I say raids, because you're gonna get confused. So basically saying, trials and raids will only have arcanes that are exclusive. You cannot craft those right off the back. Those will be the only exclusive arcanes that you'll see. For example, LR, Law Execution, and also the Joyous Verdict. One way or another is going to be exclusive. And also including, this will be brought into Plains Island and used for crafting the weapon system and within more. This will also include like a operator armor set, well, a new set to include for the operator system. And last thing is that, if I am right, gems are arcanes that will be compatible, that comes within the Plains Island. These will be opening up wider and will be added along with them too. So you'll be creating your own arcanes and have them in your own Arcane Manager. This will be simply done, but let's continue what else I want to say. Matter of fact, let's continue on with the topic in Dev Stream, because we don't want to make it too long, because I'll plead with my opinions after I'm done. Like last frame we got first look at, and it's actually pretty unique and nice, but it does show a little bit of Rhino's colors, if you know what I mean. The glass frame is going to be obtainable, but also tied into the Plains Island, which meaning it's not going to be another syndicate quest to actually get your Warframe. It's going to be actually tied into the Plains Island, which could be some missions or somehow whatever. I wonder what it will be. It is a still work in progress for making the glass frame, especially with the tint, the glass tint, because Rebecca was trying to change the color of it, so it's going to be some work in progress to actually fix that. Now, the resource store was also shown in the Plains Island. This was not shown in E3, in Telecon, but this is going to be the one where it includes planetary materials, and let me say again, planetary materials and also will include the gems in order for it to take place. Last thing, well, another thing also include that pertaining to that stream is there's gonna be an event coming for skins, Proto skins, and maybe other skins included. But we already know there's gonna be 5 skins that for weapons that are gonna be available to the event, and this is gonna be for a series of weapons traditional for how the weapon will look. And it's very weird, to be honest, too. For a few weapons, we already seen the Lado or La Vandal and the Bronco, or should we say the Bronco Prime too. We already seen what it's gonna look like for those two, but for others, we're not sure, and there's gonna have to be a one way to find out. And Hydroid Prime, he still is amazing by his looks, but if they can tone down the size of him, that would be great, because it looked like he was too big when they actually showed him on the ship. So that's gonna be one thing to include, but still he looks well defined and cool and crazy in detail in Prime. Now let's go over to some extra notes in my chest. Basically, with the gem system, I wonder if you guys are familiar with Elder Scrolls Online. If not, then let me try to make this look in more sense. If the gems are supposed to be some sort of system where it has an effect on if you're making an arcane, that would be one thing that be interesting. I'm saying this off of speculation for this one. So, trait gems in Elder Scrolls are basically where it gains the effect for weapon or armor. With trait gems in Warframe, I wonder if it's going to be like similar to that. So in other words, if it's going to be pertaining to an effect where, you know how an arcane will have to work on the trigger, like Arcane Guardian works, for example. If you take damage, then you get extra armor, 60% armor for 20 seconds. That's like a trait. You have to find a trait to actually, or 2 traits to actually make this arcane actually function well. Who knows? We can find something in the health, in the armor, in crit or weapon damage. Who knows? Anything. The possibility could be endless in this one, depending on how many are there. And it's still a work in progress. And it also makes me wonder if we're able to mine in caves too, but we don't know exactly yet. So with the gems, I wonder if it's going to be like the trait gem system that I've seen before, or a different version. But as well as if it's going to give an effect, who knows. But like I said, it's off of my speculation, but let's move to my next point. Now, we already seen the Lado Vandal that Rebecca showed us during the dev stream. The question that came up in my mind right now is, are we going to be able to actually get the Lado Vandal and the Braden Vandal out of this event as well too? Because, well, let's face it, Rebecca did say before that we are going to get, I know I said this a few times, but Rebecca did say that we are going to get have an effect that will allow us to get the Vandal weapons again for the Braden and the Lado. So that means we may see this come or may not. It may be too early to call, but who knows? The skin could be the reward, and maybe the weapon could be a better reward, but I'm not sure. Speculation, that's another thing. And my last thing also include, I think my last thing was supposed to be the operator system, or yeah, I think that's about it. Oh wait, the Hydroid Prime. Hydroid Prime and Hydroid, I wonder if they can actually fix if it's actually the same, excuse me, let me try to make this sense. I wonder if actually anyone noticed if whenever you pet your cat or your companion, your Kuba or whatever, that you have a slight inaccurate offset when petting on your Kavat. Like, it's not actually touching the Kavat, it's like touching midair all of a sudden weird. I wonder if they can actually fix that, because that's actually very cringy if I might add. But as soon as Hydroid comes, I wonder if they're actually going to give that effect. Also, one last thing, they are working for Hydroid to give us the buff again for the puddle. Yes, it's annoying, isn't it? But they are going to do some small changes here and there, but not any big changes anytime soon just yet. So with the last thing that I think either with Scott or Sheldon saying that go ahead and try him now while he's OP, you know what that means. but soon there is going to be a time where he's going to get tweaked or reworked once again. So thank you guys for enjoying today's dev stream video discussing about everything. I really hope that this event will include the Raiden fandom and the Lava fandom, but let's go ahead and take us out right now. If you guys did enjoy, well, I mean, my name is Travis or Shay. Let's go ahead and continue on. If you enjoy your stay, don't forget to leave a like. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. And hope you guys enjoyed as well on your day. Guys, so fellow operators, I'll see you later.
You were going to leave that reactor. Do you want to open that?
Inside lane, missing exits, including